All right, Cobby Supreme, how you doing?
What's happening? Everything smooth with the dope.
Good, man. Good, man. Just coming out here. You got a nice store going.
Welcome to LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice, man.
Thank
I like
you.
what you got going on, man. Tell me a little bit about yourself, man. Where you grew up, what it was like for you, and everything.
I grew up right here in Los Angeles, in between Florence and Vernon. It was cool for me. I didn't really have too much problems in LA. It was fun growing up as a kid here.
Did you have any brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I got an older sister, an older brother.
So what point did you start being involved in the streets?
Well, shit, we had to go outside, had to walk to school, so it was always there.
So always from the beginning, it was like you didn't really have a choice.
By age 16, I had did everything you could think of.
What was going on at 16 that made you want to be involved in the streets?
It was before that, but at 16, I think I wanted money. By the time I turned 16, I started, from being age 12 to 13, 14, 15. At 16, I had accomplished different type of goals, like hustling. I picked up damn near everything.
Okay, and did you feel like a hood success type of feeling?
I didn't feel like that. I was that.
Okay, what was that like?
I mean, I was that. I was the type of kid that probably hung with cats that was older than me. And by me hanging around them cats, I felt like I was on their level. So I was doing the things that they was doing. Like, first little nigga, probably 13 years old with a car. You know what I'm saying? At 16 and 17, we driving in Benzes and BMWs and shit like that. And wearing jewelry like grown men. You know what I'm saying? Back then, that kind of shit was unheard of for a kid my age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. At what point did you start rapping?
I started rapping probably when I was an early age, probably like 9, 10, just playing around. My sister had a boyfriend and shit that used to come to the house and bring his equipment to my mom's house and shit, like guitar, probably a piano and shit. And when him and my sister would be gone from the house, I'd go in there and get to fucking with the shit. So I was always interested in music. I used to break his guitar strings and shit. He'd come back like, what happened to his guitar strings? I was, from the beginning though, you know what I'm saying? We love music.
As you're growing up, South Central Los Angeles, has a rough reputation for you. And you're kind of split, you got the streets and you got the music and everything.
All that shit go together. And when you coming up in the hood or in the streets or coming up as a kid, music it's influential. It's always there. When I came out the house, you hear it in cars. You hear it in your house. You know what I'm saying? My mom always played all the music, all the oldies and all that shit, sung and danced and all that. I had a big family, so we did that all the time.
At what point did you meet Nipsey Hussle?
I met Nip probably when he was like 14 years old, about 14, 15. So I'm a few years older than Nip. So when I met him, I was probably like 18, 19. He was like 14. And I was probably having a little bit of street money and shit and driving in cars, having jewelry on and all that shit. And that's what kids like. So he was one of them kids that seen that and just gravitated to me. The first time I seen him was in a gas station, had a conversation with him real short, asked him what he was doing. He was selling CDs. I asked him, was he a gangbanger? He was like, no, but it was a charisma about him, though. Like he just smirked and shook his head, no. But I know that neighborhood is like real influential, and he was living right over there at the time. So I think I went out of town or something for like a few months, and I came back, and I was driving down Slauson, and I seen a pack of guys, probably like 30 young kids and shit, and a couple of my age, and then younger ones like Nip age. And I seen one of them I know, and I called him to the car like, what's going on? And they was over there, doing what they do over there in the neighborhood. And I asked the guy, I'm like, man, tell that little guy right there to come here. It was Nip. And he came to the car and I was like, you from the hood now? And he did that same smirking and shook his head and was like, yeah. And I was like, I knew it. You know what I'm saying? And then I drove off again. Probably like a year later, you know what I'm saying, hustling, they doing music in the neighborhood. Nip put out a song that was kind of hard at the time. He was probably like 17, 18. He put out a song that was dope. You know what I'm saying? And then we had the whole Slauson Boy thing and everything. Everybody started doing their own thing. Nip, you know, he cracked. And I was always right there with him. He'd be like, even when I'd be lagging, like hustling and shit, like I'm doing what I'm doing, he'd be like, bro, come do this. You know what I'm saying? So I was always doing this shit for a minute. It's been probably like a little over 10.
So he helped influence you to be more involved in music, to take it more serious?
I mean, for us probably like to take it more serious, I probably was like still hustling at the time. You know what I'm saying? While he was jumping into it a little more. But then we had already built like a close relationship and shit to where, you know what I'm saying, he always called like, bro, what you doing? I'm in the hood grinding. He'd be like, come over here, come get on this song. And a nigga would pull up, you know what I'm saying?
So it was the music that brought you guys together?
Not music, really, just the hood.
The hood?
The environment that we was in, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm driving down the street, they right there. You know what I'm saying? And we just, I don't know what it was, but like he took a deep liking to me and also I did for him. And once we got together, it was like, man, this nigga had a bond. You know what I'm saying? Wrong or right, unbreakable. It's my twin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What was the hustle like at the beginning with the CDs and the struggle and everything?
You know what I'm saying? I caught the ass end of that because I was doing other shit. Like I said, they was selling CDs, him and his brother and a few, Rampal, and a few other homies out there, Kung Fu. They was all selling CDs and hustling, doing what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand that selling on the corner selling CD shit at the time. You know what I'm saying? I was on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? And once you start gravitating and start hearing the music in the neighborhood, like, oh, that's what they doing. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we came to as a whole, and that's what we started doing. And eventually, you know what I'm saying, I started making CDs, putting them out the same way because that's what we was on that. That's what we was on.
I seen an interview where Nipsey talks about like he made it like in the streets, and then he decided to go legit. Was it crazy to see that happen to somebody?
No,
you know,
it wasn't because I was one of the guys at the neighborhood that he took to, because he can just tell that I was one of them niggas that probably wanted something. You know what I'm saying? Wanted something different than what was over in the neighborhood. And I seen that in him too. It was just like, that shit worked with us because it was like, we both wanted the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How hard was your grind? I mean, when you were trying to make it through the music and you were pushing and everything, and you know, you got Nipsey and he's talented, you know, what was your kind of way of seeing things?
The music hustle was a little better because that shit come without prison. You know what I'm saying? That was something that he knew. He knew that shit came without prison, and I was like, at the time, like, I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? So I was hustling, you know what I'm saying? Until a nigga wanted to change. I think I was one of them dudes that I started out hustling. So it was like, I adapted to that. So I always knew I was gonna have some money. You know what I'm saying? One way or the other, I was gonna get it. You know what I mean? But nigga wanted something different. We seen something different. And the music was like the outlet, the relief. And I can be one of them dudes to tell y'all why certain things is going on in the music. I can tell you what's going on in the hood or why this is happening over here or why people are acting out in these manners through the music. So I think that was we use music for a platform, you know what I'm saying? And then whatever came with it just came with it, you know what I'm saying? But we used it for a platform probably to teach, like to tell people, you know what I'm saying, you can be something else. You can be from the hood and be anything you want to be. You can be an owner, you can be a doctor, you can be a police officer, a lawyer, a fireman, and still be from the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we was pushing. You know what I'm saying? Just pushing, I believe in better. If it worked and we can do it ourselves and we can make it better, I believe in that.
I definitely seen that with Nipsey's interviews. You know what I'm saying? Like I heard him talk about it, and you know, it was all about inspiring people and, you know, showing the community that, you know, you can be something, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to settle for, you know, small things, you know. I think, you know, everything he done, you know, with buying the store and, you know, it's all, you know, like an icon. You know what I mean? Like it was great to see those things, man.
It's different. I believe so. I believe that it's different.
It's definitely.
It's not supposed to be different, but I believe that it's different when you come from where we come from, and to be able to obtain and do the things that we doing.
Is it crazy to start about, you know, going from the bottom all the way, making it all the way to the level that you guys made it to?
No, that's crazy. I just think when you start out like that, you just respect it more.
Did you ever go on tour with him?
Yeah, we probably been on like 3 or 4 tours together.
Oh, okay. What was that like?
I mean, like I said in the beginning, you know, that's my twin. It was regular. Like us being together was regular. Us not being together wouldn't have been regular. Like we've been doing this shit for so long. And, you know, a tour that was needed. Actually, the first tour we ever went on was the LAX tour with the gang. That probably was like, I want to say in like 2007, maybe, somewhere around there.
Okay. How was I mean, were you guys like, yo, we're on, man? You know what I'm saying? We're on tour with the gang.
We were some young niggas on that music grind.
Yeah.
Once we put down all that other shit that we was doing in the neighborhood, we just picked up on the music and was on a music grind majorly. Like by any means, we going to go get on the stage. We finna get the microphones, we finna get on the stage, we gonna get a DJ, we gonna get our managers together, we gonna do this shit ourselves. If don't nobody believe in it, fuck them. This is what we doing. That's what, for real, that's what we was on.
So you and Nipsey, you're on tour. You said you were on like about 3 tours with him, the LAX tour. Is there any crazy tour stories that you could share with us?
Yeah, I got a couple of crazy tour stories I can share. I can share a couple. One time we went to Vegas and we attended an event at the Strip Hop. We went to perform, I think it was for 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather. And we did our song and shit, and we was on stage. While we was on stage doing it, I noticed that it was a pack of guys in a crowd that they wasn't dancing. You know what I'm saying? They were just like looking kind of mean and shit, while everybody else in the party was going crazy to the song. So, you know, I hopped over there and told them, whispered in his ear, like, watch these guys right here. And we proceeded on with the song, finished the song, and we got off the stage. And I remember we had a couple of guys with us too. Like I walked down and let them know that these guys look like they might be trouble. You know, so that happened. Them got off the stage. Of course, he started taking like pictures with the fans and shit. And the pack of like 10 or 13 guys, whatever it was, they approached him. And while they approached him, you can see the girls that Nip was taking a picture with like ran from up under his arms. At that time, I proceeded towards what a crowd, a pack of guys was, and I can just see Nip's face being like seriously bothered, like the guy said something bad, and Nip was like getting ready, like if he was finna have to take a blow or something, or if he was finna give one. Well, before it got to that point, you know what I'm saying, I kind of caught it before it happened, and we fought our way out that club, and we made it out successfully. He talks about this story openly in his music too, so if you ever listen to his music, you will hear about that story.
But yeah.
I think he mentioned that in Grinding All My Life, I believe. That is the one. He mentioned that in Grinding All My Life. Them is all true stories. Like, that was one thing I can say about Nip. Like, in his music, he would tell true stories that was going on or happening with us. You know what I'm saying?
What were you thinking about everything when all this is going on and you know, things are getting bigger and bigger?
I was just one of them guys that just believed that we could. You know, I was always the type of kid that felt like I can do anything. You know what I'm saying? So this was just another thing that we was doing that I felt like we can do. And you know, we worked on it, stayed on it, and eventually, you know, we got to the point to where we was at.
Yeah, tell me about the long nights and the working hard and the grind.
Sleeping in the studio, arguing with your girlfriend because you're not coming home on time. Everything, not seeing your family, not seeing none of your friends, but the ones that's in there doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Some people might be upset that you're not able to hang around as much because you're working on something. So you go through all those emotions. You know what I'm saying? You go through everything from the ground all the way to where you're trying to get to. There'd be a whole bunch of shit in between. So we was a little younger then, you know what I'm saying, when we first started, and we started doing this, you know what I'm saying? before we started doing it, we was hanging. We was in the hood every day, every single day. And then we found something that we wanted to do and we started doing it, and it just, not without knowing it moved us. It took us to wherever it took us to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And and I understand that, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people is just probably afraid to do certain things, or they want to do it. So I don't take that as nothing. I just take it like they probably just want to do this shit too. You know what I'm saying? They ain't figured it out yet.
Nipsey used to go to a lot of different hoods with his jewelry on, and he would be accepted everywhere. Were you guys ever worried about him being so casual in the streets?
I mean, kind of, sort of towards the end, a lot more, because as the music grew, we got bigger, and you know what I'm saying. And when you like a celebrity or you doing music, you become a person that everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You become a person that everybody knows. So it's like, it can be someone trying to hurt you, or it can be a fan, or it can be anything. And you know what I'm saying? It's important to be safe, because you don't know. And especially coming from where we come from, we come from a certain area. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that everybody in the world is just rocking with that area. You know what I'm saying? So of course you got to be safe out there.
Yeah, I mean, do you think rappers are more of a target?
Of course, 1,000%. I believe that rappers are just like, almost like, depending on which ones, but certain rappers are almost like modern day revolutionaries. So by being a rapper, you kind of putting like even me, being on camera doing this, you put yourself out there to where people know who you are, know what's going on with you, because of guys like you that put a camera in front of them and ask them questions. So that's how the world knows. And it's, you know what I'm saying, it'd be like, you gotta be strong, you gotta be fearless, and just take whatever God got for you in this world. But, y'all put us on the map. When you put cameras on us and all that, and we put it in the world, everybody know who he is.
So it's a price for it, for the popularity that comes with everything.
Of course. And I would say for anybody that's pursuing this, either go for it or just leave it alone.
Did Nipsey always want to own part of the hood? Was that something that was always the goal from the beginning?
Of course. I think that's a lot of people go coming up as a kid. You want certain things, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, did he?
Of course.
What was the conversations like about that?
Well, we didn't have them conversations at 13. Later on, when we probably figured out that we can achieve those type of goals, we started talking about it.
Yeah. What would he say? Like, what
I'm saying in different, it's you talk about things in different times. Right. You know what I'm saying? At certain times, we probably wasn't talking about that, and then as we grew, we started talking about that.
So
coming up in the area you come from, you never know what can happen. It's just life got crazy twists and turns. So when you a kid coming up in Los Angeles, in the inner city, and you a minority, a lot of kids are raised up thinking they not gonna make it from the gate. You know what I'm saying? It already be poverty and fucked up shit going on around them and in the house.
Making it to the level that you guys made it to, when Nipsey was like, yo, I'm about to open up this store, was there any like, you know what I'm saying, like right in the middle of the hood, were you guys worried that he might be a target or anything?
Of course, we knew that.
Yeah.
Everybody a target. It wasn't Nipsey. Everybody was a target. You know what I'm saying? Besides, you know what I'm saying? That's what happened to them happened to, I can say, thousands of people.
Was it crazy to see everybody coming together after Nipsey passed away with the peace walk and, everything like that?
Next question.
At one point, I remember he was offered a deal with Rick Ross, and he turned it down because it wasn't. He couldn't get the right deal.
It wasn't that. You just heard something, but you just heard it wrong. It wasn't that. It was, Rick Ross. First of all, shout out to that nigga Ross, and me. And them was friends. You know what I'm saying? And niggas really still did business. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to both of them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody kept it 100, but from the gate, from when the time Nim figured that he was gonna do this music serious, that was always his plan. Was to get up in here and we wasn't trying to be like, you know how you got consumers and you got owners. He wasn't trying to be a consumer, he was trying to be an owner. You know what I'm saying, from the gate. And I believe I was just one of his big bros from the neighborhood that didn't frown down on it, and shit, he was just stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? It was like, fuck it. When he said, fuck Cobb, this what I'm finna do, Cobby. I'm like, fuck it, all right, let's do it. That was always me. So one thing about that shit, he knew for sure, nigga, wrong or right, I'm on deck. Or anything, 4 o'clock in the morning, what you doing? Get up. I'm up. You know what I'm saying? He had me for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I had him for that. You know what I'm saying? I can call, get up early in the morning, come to this. This nigga don't, you know what I'm saying? I know everybody love him, you know what I'm saying? But that nigga ain't coming to fuck with you and the kids, or coming to every birthday party, or that's what we did with each other. He had mine, I had his. You know what I'm saying?
At one point, I believe the cops tried to kick you guys out of the store, and they didn't want you guys owning anything over there?
Well, you know, with building a store, you know, it's a store right in the neighborhood. So of course, guys in the neighborhood is always around in the parking lot, come to the store to buy their t-shirts or do whatever. And you know, a lot of guys probably that would come from off the streets probably would be doing whatever they was doing. And you know, everything up there at the shop always been legal and up front and 100. There ain't no illegal activities ever been going on right there from there.
Right, and the cops still harassed you guys.
Of course, it's the area that we in. And that's why we was building stores and giving people jobs so we can change the environment. They want to make it seem like everything is bad and bring that type of attention over here because that's what they trained to do. But what we was doing is creating a different type of narrative. You know what I'm saying? By putting these buildings here and give people chance to do something with themselves.
Any other stories you can share with us?
Man, it's all type of stories. I got a gang of untold stories and shit. See, I could tell you about one time we were going to go do a festival on Fairfax. We was gonna go perform on Fairfax, and we all met up downtown. We carpooled probably like about 12, 13 cars. Carpooled on the way to Fairfax, and we jumped on the 10 freeway. And I think we put my little nephew, Adam Jr. in the car with us, got in the back seat, and I was in my lowrider. I was in a 6'4" Chevy Impala. And you know, we saddled up, got in the car, and we proceeded that way. On the way there, while I'm on the freeway, we probably going maybe 50 or 60 miles. And as I'm on the freeway, we all carpooling and shit, and we driving, you know what I'm saying? You know, a lowrider kind of bounce a little bit. And I went to hit the brakes, and the brakes was out. Like it's a little nug in between the brakes and the thing you push at the bottom, and it popped out. So we going like 40, 50 miles at the time with no brakes.
So you guys are on the freeway and the brakes go out.
It was on the freeway, the brakes go out on the car.
What's everybody's reaction when this happened? Who's driving?
I'm driving, so you know I'm a calm nigga though. So as I'm driving, you know, I look to the side. I'm like, bro, the brakes out. And I'm like, what? You know, nephew in the back. He like, what? I'm like, the brakes out, cause I can't stop. So Nim he a fast thinker. He be like, so the first thing he thought, like, his ass came over there and grabbed the steering wheel. I'm like, watch out. You know, so I had to get him off me, and like I got it. He grabbed little Adam. You know what I'm saying? And held him while we in a lowrider, so this shit bouncing hard. And we going like 40 or 50, so we approaching Crenshaw, going on the 10 going east. We going west on the 10 freeway. And we're approaching the Crenshaw exit. Now the Crenshaw exit goes up. So it was like, damn, while I'm in the car, you know, I'm in a lowrider, so I can drop the ass on the lowrider and make it drag. So I drop the ass on the lowrider and I make it drag so it can slow down a little bit. I got like 3 options. I can crash this motherfucker into the side of the wall off the freeway, or I can go up the freeway and I can make a left, which is gonna send me back down the traffic, or I can go across the freeway and get back on the freeway and make that right. So when we got to the exit, I went up, slowed the car down a little bit and dropped the ass. And then once I came to the light, I just swung it. And when I swung it, that was just God. The car just stopped. It came to a total stop. Didn't nobody get hurt. Car wasn't fucked up, nothing. What's crazy is the other cars that was carpooling behind us just thought I was clowning. They filming me like this nigga know how to drive, thinking that I'm just rolling. Everybody behind us ain't knowing the brakes done went out this motherfucker. So boom, I swing it, it stop. We drive down Crenshaw and I get it into a gas station. I pull it into a gas station, I raise it back up, put it into a gas station, and I had the tow truck come get me, and then we jumped in another car and proceeded to the destination and finished the show.
Damn.
Yeah, that's an open story too. Nim talked about that particular thing that just happened on a song with him and RJ with DJ Mustard. I think the song is called Lolo, probably, or Riding in My Lolo or some shit like that.
Let's talk about you a little bit more, man. Your childhood and growing up for you.
For Cobby, everything was cool. I grew up with a big family. My household was straight. You know, I came up like, you know, the guys did that was in this area. You know, I always had dreams and wanted more shit. You know, and as we approached that and started doing music more, different things started happening. And, you know, we started getting stores and building. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to build up the community.
At what point, you know, were you like, yo, man, I want to do something else with my life? Was that always the goal?
I would say that probably wasn't always the goal. You know, at certain points in your life, you ain't even thinking about goals. You just living in the moment and in the time. I started thinking about goals. Once we started taking this rap serious, different goals came because we started seeing different places and knowing that we can do different things. And you know, it was just if we pursue this, it can work. And plus, this is what we love. This is what we like. So if we do this right here, you know what I'm saying, and it actually worked, that's the goal. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what we like doing. You know what I'm saying? And we always wanted to deal with dabble in fashion and food and barbershops and, you know what I'm saying? We want to dabble in real estate, everything you can. You know what I'm saying? To make, of course, for us to make money, but to also help out the people in this area. We had this store right here. We got the store in 2000, I want to say 18. We got the store in 2018. We started building within that first year. And hey, you standing in it. We got it done. You know what I'm saying? Within like the, probably around the same month that bro passed, we started getting all this shit done. You know what I'm saying? And now we got it done and it's open, you know, in his name. You know what I'm saying? That was the goal for us to do this, to be able to give out jobs, give kids the fashion, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, let them rock some shit that come from their culture.
Do you feel any pressure carrying on a tradition?
It was always a sense of pressure just coming up from the neighborhood, being able to make a way, you know what I'm saying? It was always like pressure. It's pressure doing anything. If it ain't no pressure when you're doing something, it might not feel as good as when you get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What are you working on musically?
Right now, you know what I'm saying, I put out Pirates Vision Volume 1 and 2. I'm just finishing 3 right now that we just dropped. Pirates Vision Lady Killer 3. And in about a month from now, I'm gonna give y'all PV4. And then I'm gonna give y'all an album and a doc that I got coming out about Cobby Supreme.
Oh, you got a documentary coming out?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about it? What's it gonna?
The doc basically gonna be based on me and my life and the triumph and us hustling to music to actually being on big stages and meeting different people. You know what I'm saying, in the game. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be called 16.
Okay, what's the 16 for?
Cause that's kind of like when I jumped off the porch to get in the game hard for real.
Let's go back to the tours you guys went on. You guys, I believe you said you went on 3 tours with him?
Yeah.
What was the second tour you guys went on?
The second tour was the Crenshaw tour.
Okay. What was that like?
The Crenshaw tour was actually our first tour that we did for ourselves. That it was strictly for All Money In, Nipsey Hussle, All Money In. You know what I'm saying? And I'm Cobby Supreme. I'm the guy that's always on stage with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the hype man, but that's my brother, so I'm a hype man for him. You know what I'm saying? Even while pursuing my own career at that. But we just had a vision to like do what nobody else was gonna do for us. And what we did was, I think the first thing we did probably was like buy our own equipment. I seen my little bro do that. I seen them make some money, go buy a computer, him and Rimpo, buy a computer, set it up in their rooms, put it in their house. And you know, I come fresh off of getting some money and pull up in the hood and these little niggas doing music. And it was like, I got some money and I know how to do music. So I'm going over there to this nigga Nipsey, going to the studio, we make some music. Like, you can probably hear me on some of the early Nip. If you trace back, you'll hear me on Bullets Ain't Got No Names. You know what I'm saying? To all the CDs all the way up. You know what I'm saying? I was there for him. I remember when we was performing on small stages to big stages, and we always knew that it was a grind. And I felt like the long haul, even him, we took the stairs. We felt like the long haul was better, and we gonna fight through it. It wouldn't feel as good if it wasn't for like pain and shit happening. It wouldn't feel as real. You know what I'm saying? It's 1,000% real.
Do you have any artists you're working with?
Yeah, right now, all right, this is some shit that me and Nip was doing too, because we All Money In, and then we had the A&B, and you know, when me and them talked about it, he like, Cobb, like, bro, do that. So I'm like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna do that. And then I remember I come to him, I'm saying, look, I got some young artists and shit, some young artists that I got. You know what I'm saying? I told him about it, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we all doing our thing. So, you know, I went and cashed out, got a studio, bought a studio, and I got the guys back there working. I got about 3 artists right now, some young up-and-coming artists that's coming out of LA.
What can people expect from your music?
Good music. I would say that's what I can give you for right now.
It's like feel-good music? Is it going to be like...
You can expect good music, you can expect the truth, you can expect what's going on right now in your city, you can expect the love, pain, you know what I'm saying, happiness, fun. I'm going to give it all to you.
What else do you have planned for 2020?
For 2020, All Money In M&B is going to take over the music industry. That's my plan, is for us to get this label off the ground. I got a few up-and-coming artists that's out of LA, some young cats that I truly believe in, and a couple of y'all might know them and everything. I'm going to keep all that on the low, and then I'm going to present it to you. You know what I'm saying? But watch out for this A&B. This All Money In A&B production that we got coming out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's dope. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna love it. Just get ready. Stay tuned.
Okay. Did you have a date when your project's dropping?
I don't got no date. Just hold on for it. I don't want to put no time on it, but everything we put out gonna be great, and I hope the people love it. You know what I'm saying? Because we giving y'all what we got. You know what I'm saying? True stories and shit. Giving you a piece of our life. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all love it though. But it's gonna be big. Y'all get ready. 2020. We taking over.
Have you guys been getting record deal offers now?
Of course. We always been getting that. We've been getting that from the gate.
Okay.
We got, like I said though, we had a bigger dream. We ain't never had no problem with doing business and handling business with people. You know what I'm saying? But we always had, the goal was to get in the building and own the building. That was always the goal.
Right.
That ain't never not been a goal from the gate. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? And I was a kid like that understood that. Well, I never wanted to be a consumer. I always wanted to be able to build something, and you know what I'm saying?
So you're not taking no deals now? If anybody offers you a deal?
I am the deal.
Okay. You just did a tribute to Nipsey.
Yes, I did.
What?
I did a tribute called "Think About You." You know what I'm saying? I never even had no intentions on doing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really write raps. So when I got into the studio and the beat was playing, that's actually just what came out. It wasn't even a thought. It wasn't a grab of a pen and no paper. It wasn't none of that. That's what came out that day, and that's what we got. You know what I'm saying? It was true feelings and shit. You know what I mean? I miss my friend, my brother, my twin. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna keep on rocking in his name. You know, this shit don't stop. It's TMC, A&B, on me in forever with me. They know what's up. R.I.P. to Nip, you know what I'm saying? And
Definitely.
all the other photos that
Nip.
we got. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just stay tuned. Power Vision 4 coming out. You know what I'm saying? The Legend is coming out. 16 is coming out, the documentary. Chloe was coming out. Slum Baby coming out. You know what I'm saying? Day Day coming out. You know what I'm saying? We all here. Y'all get ready. Just stay tuned. I got something for y'all.
All Money Business.
Come check out the store. We right here on Crenshaw and 48th. You know what I'm saying? We the talk of the city. You know what I'm saying? Come get you some clothes. Come shop with me. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got it all, don't worry about it. We'll look out for you. Just pull up. 4705 Crenshaw.
All right, I appreciate
A&B apparel store though.
I appreciate you taking the time, man. Great stories, man. And you know, thanks, man.
I appreciate that.